Can y'all help me out? Can y'all help me understand what I just saw? Can y'all break down what I just witnessed? I know y'all can't. I can't either. I can't understand what I just watched. But you know what? I'm going to try my best. Because that's why you're here. You want to know what happened. I'm going to tell you what happened. A lot of things that I don't understand. And you're going to hear me say that through every video that I don't understand. I don't understand something. Every match had something I just didn't get. But we'll cross that path when we get there. For now, Elimination Chamber was tonight. 5 matches in total. Just to give you an update, the Raw Women's Championship did not take place tonight. That's surprising. Why surprising? Knowing how much WWE loves Charlotte Flair. And the second thing is Keith Lee did not make it to the chamber. I don't know if he's hurt. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully we get some information about that soon. But they had a fatal 4-way in the beginning of the show to determine who was going to replace Keith Lee in the United States Championship Triple Threat. And it came out to be John Morrison beating Mustafa Ali. Almost forgot who was in the match. Mustafa Ali, Ricochet, and Elias. Okay. But we'll cross that match when we get there. For now, let's kick it off with the first match of the night, which was the Smackdown Elimination Chamber, to determine who faces Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship later that night. I want you to underline those last 3 words. Later that night. Because I'm going to bring him back when I'm done. But it was Daniel Bryan, Cesaro, Jey Uso, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and King Corbin in the first Elimination Chamber of the night. So fun fact for you, in case you want to know. I'm a fun fact kind of guy. I like fun facts. This was Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn's first Elimination Chamber. This was King Corbin's second. This was Jey Uso's second. This was Cesaro's third. And this was Daniel Bryan's 5th. I don't know. I just want to put that in there to make this sound a little bit more interesting. Because the match itself was alright. The match itself was okay. It was cool. It was solid. It is what it is. You know, ever since they replaced the Elimination Chambers from the steel outside to the mats, I don't know. It's like the Elimination Chamber just loses its value off that alone. I don't know why. But I feel that way. But let me get to the match. So the match started with Cesaro and Daniel Bryan duking it out for the first minute and a half. You know how these two goes. You know it's gonna be a solid 2 minutes, and it was. The first person to come out was King Corbin, who came out, deep 6s and choke slams, right hands. You know how King Corbin do. Next up was Sami Zayn, who refused to get out the pod because Sami Zayn's playing that cowardly heel. He was scared to come out. So Cesaro said, you know what? I got this. Let me uppercut him. Boom. And let me drag him out the chamber. Straight like that. Baron Corbin was the first to be eliminated as he tapped out to the sharpshooter. It seemed, I guess that's Cesaro's move now, the sharpshooter. I thought he'd have a different move to have because he still got the neutralizer, but I really wouldn't put the sharpshooter as his move, his finisher, but you know, it is what it is. If he's winning with it, then he's winning with it. You know what I'm saying? That move did win a lot of championships for other people. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Baron Corbin gets eliminated. Next up, Kevin Owens gets into the chamber, and the minute he steps out, you see Sami Zayn go straight to Kevin. He's like, they have no chemistry, Cesaro and Daniel Bryan. They got no chemistry. We got chemistry. Let's team up and beat them. Kevin Owens didn't say yes. He didn't say no. He didn't do nothing. He just took Sami's head, rammed it through this pod, and took his head, Ran it through that pod, just did back and forth. And that was that. Next up, Jey Uso was the last person to come out. But before he could even come out the pod, Kevin Owens, who was eyeing him the whole match, beating his ass, kicking him, punching him, making sure he don't get out that pod at all. And that's exactly what he did not do. Come out that pod at all. Jey Uso was lying down looking like a man that just got his ass beat, because that's exactly what happened. He got his ass beat. So then Kevin Owens hits the stunner on Sami Zayn. 1, 2, 3. Kevin Owens eliminates Sami Zayn. Now, the chamber door opens. So Sami Zayn can get out. Sami Zayn was out already. The chamber door didn't close. You see Kevin Owens and Jey Uso right next to it brawling. Then Jey Uso gets the best of Kevin Owens and then takes the chamber door and slams it into Kevin Owens' arm. Kevin Owens is in pain. He can't move. He's screaming. Jey Uso like, back up. I got him. Because, he get him. So we got him. Yeah, I know. so anyway, Jey Uso hits one super kick. Boom. Hits another one. Boom. One more for good measure. Boom. 3 super kicks. KO's knocked out. Rolls Kevin Owens back into the ring. Uso splash. Boom. No, hits a super kick first. Then Uso splash. Boom. 1, 2, 3. Kevin Owens is eliminated. Okay. So at this point, we're down to 3. So half the field is gone. We got 3 left. So Cesaro and Daniel Bryan tussle a little bit once again for a good minute or two, tussling. Then Daniel Bryan goes for, I think he tries to go for the knee. No, Cesaro got him down, and then he grabs him by the bad knee because Daniel Bryan's had a injury on his knee the whole match. He grabs him by one knee and then swings him. You know how Cesaro does. He takes both legs and swings you. Now, instead, he swings with the bad knee. So I guess to make sure Daniel Bryan has no leverage when he gets up. So as he's swinging, Jey Uso comes out of nowhere. Boom, super kick straight to the face. Knocked out. Uso splash. 1, 2, 3. Cesaro's eliminated. That was my pick to win the match. I was like, okay, as long as Daniel Bryan wins, we good. And he would, obviously. Because Jey Uso ain't winning. What was the point? So Jey Uso then, after eliminating Cesaro, goes for a splash when Daniel Bryan hits it. Daniel Bryan kicks out after 2. So then Jey Uso's on top of Daniel Bryan, making sure he got all the leverage. So then he goes up top again, looks for the Uso splash. Instead, goes up to the top of the pod, goes for the Uso splash from on top. Daniel Bryan, boom, able to get the knees up. Daniel Bryan gets up, running knee straight to the face. 1, 2, 3. Daniel Bryan wins. Okay. No problem. Whether it was Cesaro or Daniel Bryan, I think either one of them against Roman Reigns would have made for a great match. Now, take what I said earlier, later that night. Take what I said. Because I know you thought the same thing. Oh, it was later that night, right? Let me explain in the next video.